NBA2K. Sports, get ready for some NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. And joining us on the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Raptors make a quick stop here at home before heading back out on the road. Getting their first look of the season at this Pelicans team. They controlled everything in both games last year, going 2-0.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
And here's Toronto. Hit by Vucevic. The drive by Iverson. On the wing, Iverson. Vucevic trying to get open. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
Nikola Vucevic has averaged double-digit rebounds for the vast majority of his career. You want him to get to work on the offensive end? No problem.
Here's Robinson. And there's 2 points. Working on the glass, paying off that time.
Boy, his hard work on the offensive glass, earning an additional opportunity.
Carter for 3. The shot, no good. And New Orleans will come the other way. Outside, Phillips. 7-foot shot. Rebound by the Raptors. And Siakam has it in the corner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. Greg, you've always said to have a winning team, you need franchise players. Talk about the specific qualities you look for in those superstars that can catapult a team to greatness.
It's a great question, Kevin. Talent really isn't enough. You know, whether you lead vocally or by example, the agenda has to be winning, and your best players really define who your team is going to be. So the franchise caliber player is a much-needed asset.
Pelicans shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. He's perfect from the line this time.
The way he's shooting free throws tonight, you simply don't want to put him there.
Down low. Here's Vucevic. And Carter now, top of the key. It's tipped. And so the ball goes out of bounds. Isaac touched it last.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
Now, here is Robinson.
Love the show of force there from Robinson. When he's deep inside, it is clear for takeoff.
Out to the right wing. Launches a 3. Here's Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
And although an undersized center, more than making up for it with some serious hops. And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
Carter, just a freak of nature. One of the best dunkers the game has ever seen. A top-tier shooting guard who just embraces the spotlight.
He hits both from the stripe. Pelicans trail by 5. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, I was able to talk with Nick Nurse for a minute. We talked about his plan to try and take Tobias Harris out of the equation on offense. Coach told me Harris can attack you in so many ways on offense. The way to counteract that is to give him multiple looks on defense. So we'll rotate a handful of guys on him tonight. We'll see how that plays out. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated.
Nothing seems to be going his way this quarter.
Well, not at the offensive end, certainly. He cannot buy a bucket right now.
Here's Weber into the lane. No good again that time. Outside, Levine.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Weber with it. Now, Valanciunas defending. Pass to Bridges. It's up a three. And again, no good by New Orleans. Raptors leading by 7. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Levine. That's it. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Offensive rebound. Robinson. Here's Weber. And Weber throws it down.
And dropping the sledgehammer there, he curbs a 10-0 run by the Raptors.
And so it's Toronto heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more. The bench with and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Raptors?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
And what passing we've seen from this group already, too. They could put up a big number in the assist column by the end of this one.
You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is, to me, absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
Boy, that's the length of Jonas Valanciunas on the defensive end. Not easy to get a shot over the 7-footer.
Mitchell's shot is good. Mitchell's got his first basket of the night.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. And Siakam has it in the corner. Down to 5 on the shot clock. There's Levine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, I like that mentality by Levine, taking it inside, mixing it up a little bit.
And he can't hit the second.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a 3-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And Iverson, the master of the and-one, just a rugged, undersized guard who plays well through contact.
Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Here's Mitchell, and he draws body contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. So he'll head to the free throw line.
It's crazy to think that 12 teams passed on Donovan Mitchell. He has become a premier scorer in the NBA. Oh, would they love a do-over.
Carter looking around. Pass to Vucevic. No good on that one. Good work defensively by Capella. Here's Mitchell. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Well, you like that he shakes off that rocky first period and knocks down a shot. Nice.
The Pelicans shooting their 5th free throw of the game here. And Mitchell no good on that one.
He does a great job of drawing contact and getting himself to the line, something he didn't do in the first period.
A nice shot by Carter.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the line.
Outside for Randall. Stolen by Carter. Here he goes. It's rebounded by New Orleans. Pass to Mitchell. From deep. No good on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Carter outside. Three-pointer. Here's Isaac. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
Well, tremendous understanding from the young Jonathan Isaac. How about that awareness for the young guy?
Pass to Mitchell. Here's the drive. And it's sent back by Isaac. Iverson outside. Isaac outside. To the middle. And stolen by Hayward. And it's Jonathan Isaac with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
To a certain extent, you like the aggressiveness, but that's 2 fouls already. Take a step back.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Raptors leading by 9. Pass to Boucher. And 1:01 left in the first half of the game. Valanciunas in the high post. And Clint Capella is going to pick up a foul. That's his first foul. Here's Valanciunas. And it's Valanciunas finishing it off.
Now, Zach LaVine is a solid passer. This guy entered the league as a point guard, puts it on the money there.
Out to Hayward. Stolen by LaVine. Inside. It's stolen by Oladipo. Hayward from outside. Here's Randall. Mitchell looking it over. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Outside, LaVine. And he jams it right over Clint Capella. Wow.
Well, multiple-time winner of the slam dunk contest, LaVine has got a creative streak.
Here's Mitchell. Good on the three-point shot. Mitchell's got a pair of triples in the second now for the Pelicans. It'll count. The shot, no good. And that concludes the first half. And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. We're halfway through the game. Raptors leading by 10. Now here's Iverson. position. Can't lay it in off the alley-oop. And it's Allen Iverson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Over in the post. Outside for Robinson. Out of bounds. Pelicans ball as New Orleans keeps possession. Here's Bridges. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Vince Carter picks one up.
And Doris, Mikal Bridges, how about 2 national titles in the 3 seasons at Villanova? Got better each and every year.
And think about in his junior season, he becomes one of only 8 major conference players in college basketball history to average 1 block and 1.5 steals while also shooting over 40% from three-point range. Boy, that is the perfect resume for a 3-and-D wing.
To the paint. Here's Vucevic. Nifty move. And the layup is up and in. Vucevic has got 6.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
To the wing on the left. Here's Bridges. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Greg, as a point guard, you must have had so much fun being surrounded by so much terrific talent at UNLV.
You know, Larry Johnson, Stacey Augmon, I mean, I could go on. And you're right, I was blessed to play alongside these guys. They were incredible talents, finishers. And, you know, you don't always appreciate it going through that moment, but the fact that we're all still close and stay in contact, man, what an awesome experience to be a part of that team.
Chemistry must have been off the charts on that team.
It was, and we had a lot of personalities, man. It was a different era back then, but I tell you, again, I wouldn't trade that experience for anything.
Pass to Billups. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Iverson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to be on Chauncey Billups.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
And he sinks the second. Pelicans trail by 7. Billups from outside. Rebounded by Vucevic. 2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Now Iverson. And the dunk by Iverson.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
In the corner, it's Bridges. With the drive. Here's Weber. He can't hit that time. Late tee that time for Vucevic. Carter on the wing. Takes a 3. Kicks it out to Iverson. The 3. Sinks the three-pointer. And now a 12-point Toronto lead.
Well, you can see why his teammates love playing with him. Vucevic willing to find the open guy.
He dialed that one up from long distance. Phillips has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Making a change here. Well, the pandemic impacting earnings all over the NBA, Doris. The pain is felt, we think, most keenly by small market teams.
Across the board, Kevin, there are economic realities that the pandemic has forced NBA teams to look at. but always those small market teams depend on revenue sharing to compete. So now attendance is compromised and their ledger is affected even more. This is going to be interesting to see how this affects roster composition. Boy, we've got a lot of questions to be answered.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Kevin, thank you. Now, we have seen continued growth with the NBA's affiliated leagues the last few years. Think about the explosion in popularity of the WNBA, the Basketball Africa League, expansion of the 2K League, greater pay in the WNBA and the G League pathway, along with the unionization of G League players. The league continues to show its commitment to expanding opportunities on multiple levels. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Billups. 1:06 left in the third. Pass to Bridges. Now, here is Robinson.
Well, Vucevic showing a willingness to work on the defensive end. That's nice.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
Pelicans trailed by 8. The three from Billups. Here's Weber. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And how unique is Weber? A smooth shooting big man with some sick handles.
For New Orleans, they have gone 6 of 9 at the line. So he makes 1 of 2. That's the second one misses. We've got 28 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Levine driving in, and good that time. Levine's got 9.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm. He is just really almost playing for the other team. The shooting has just been poor.
Boucher's shot is off. Weber inside. And the quarter ends with some stifling defense right there. And so it's the Toronto Raptors in control with it. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. 9-point game. Oladipo for 3. Hayward on the wing. Back to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And it's Mitchell with the jam.
How fast does Donovan Mitchell get off the ground? My goodness.
Iverson up top. It's stolen by Capella. No one near Randall as he lets it go. Kept alive. And it's Capella missing.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Anderson's shot is off.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Mitchell. Here's Randall. Rebound by the Raptors. Here's Iverson. Pass to Anderson. It's stolen by Randall. A wide open look here for Oladipo. And the Pelicans miss again. Raptors leading by 7. The drive by Iverson. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Clint Capella.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
And both free throws good for Iverson. Pelicans trail by 9. Outside, Billups. To the wing right side. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Robinson. The basket good off the assist from Billups.
I love watching Robinson work there in the paint. Possesses that strength and touch around the basket.
Now let's take a moment to get your guys' take on the scoring so far for the Raptors.
And I like how they've taken the high percentage shot in the paint. In that first half, we saw them doing it, and they've continued to succeed as the game has worn on.
Well, you've also got to love how hard they've attacked the basket. All that penetration, getting them lots of easy buckets.
Billups, no good.
And this is what dominating the glass looks like. He just cannot be contained.
Wow, what a performance. And he's not just winning with physical ability, he's winning with anticipation.
And can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Weber. No good on the three. Raptors leading by 11. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. Here's Billups. From deep. Sinks it. What lands from outside. Wow.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Nick Nurse told his team. He likes where things are headed, but he cautioned them to play smart the rest of the way. He said carelessness with the ball, with assignments, with rotations, any of that can undo what we've worked to accomplish so far. Kevin, they are so close.
4 on the clock. And slam dunk by Vucevic. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 13 rebounds.
He's got the size to make that an easy finish. Vucevic, deep position, and he's golden.
A slam dunk by Robinson.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
The Raptors making a switch here. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Pass to Isaac. Clock at 6. Robinson with the block.
And there you see why Robinson is the anchor of this defense. Massive wingspan, easily allowing him to turn away shots.
Here's Mitchell, and it's sent back by Isaac. Here's Weber. Oh, they recover it. With 3, Harris. They get the rebound with the second effort.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. He drops the first one, and that will put them up by 9. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses.
And I'm sure he would like to have had all of those, but he's still able to pad the lead.
On defense, Toronto. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. And it's Mitchell missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Mitchell outside. Rebounded by Isaac. And it's the Raptors' ball. They have a 9-point lead. Carter outside. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that will push the lead to double digits. Carter hits them both.
That's what you call slamming the door. This one is over.
Here's Mitchell. Again, Mitchell missing. And So Toronto takes this but by a big margin. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to really play in rhythm, you never felt like they had any doubts as to whether or not they were going to win.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.